Hey, let's take Minsc out. I spent a little bit of time doing his armor.
You come to speak of the last time Minsc stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo.
Really now? I'm watching you, Minsc. Actually, I'd like to know a little more about you.
Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
Have you and Jaheira always had such a quarrelsome relationship? This is talking about that one night when they were arguing about her being a witch or something.
We have. Is it not wonderful?
Do you even know what quarrelsome means?
To irk your friend so that she wishes to fill you with some crossbow quarrels, but knowing she never will for fear of hitting your hamster. There is no need for sweet words between companions such as we. Too often those are the weapons of flatterers and frauds. But she who will beat you about the head with the cold and pointy truth, that is a true Wicklaren.
That was a 10 out of 10 definition. No notes. Gotta give him that. Didn't I hear? Do I know who that is? You're talking about the Wicklaren title? It's sweet that you and Jaheira still have one another after all this time.
A hero is only as good as the friends they have at their back. This is why Boo favors this spot just above my buttocks.
Oh. Okay. We ought to discuss the tadpole.
As you wish, but quietly. It is listening.
I think mine's listening too. We need its power. The Emperor can help us control it if we're careful.
No! There is a very ancient and very wise saying that Minsc lives by. He who would try to control evil must beware lest evil tricks him, steals his clothes, and kicks his backside with his own boots. I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago.
Not bad advice, I would say. You're right. We should be wary of all mind flayers, Emperor included.
You'll hear no argument from Boo or from Minsc. That mind tickler has already caused me a great upset.
Boo is okay, right? Boo has no tadpole, I hope? Care to elaborate?
No, I do not think our new friend wishes to see me blubbering, Boo.
Boo is smart. Sharing your emotions is a good thing.
Minsc is normally the strong and violent type, but if you insist on hearing a sad tale, he can tell it. This Emperor played a very cruel trick. It made me believe that something lost had been found. It came to me in dreams, wearing a face I never thought to see again. Dinah here, a witch of my homeland. She was to be the greatest of them, and I her protector. It was not easy. She was a fierce and independent cub. She did not think she needed Mother Bear Minsc to protect her. And she was right. The elders sent us out into the world, thinking it would teach her to bow a little. But it was the world that bowed to Dinah here, wherever she went. And Minsc blundered along behind. And in the end, it was she who died, protecting me.
What happened to her?
That is in the past. It showed me Dinah here not as she was, but as she would have been. Should have been. Hearing her voice again. For a moment, Minsc almost believed it. But then, the Emperor made a mistake. It did the one thing that Dinah here would never, ever do. It told Minsc exactly what he wanted to hear. Dinah here, Hers was more the habit of teaching Minsc many new ways to say the word fool. I think on what she would say to Minsc now, cowering from a creature in his own skull. Fine. If you say this tadpole is a weapon, then let us wield it.
Oh no, it's okay.
So long as it is still our hearts that guide us, yes? Or better yet, my hamster.
I would rather have Boo control us than the Emperor.
You come to speak of the last time Minsc stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo.
Can I get to know you just a little bit more?
Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
I'd like to know your thoughts on our companions.
You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom.
Actually, it was really... this is hard. Actually, it really was your opinions I wanted, not the hamsters.
Minsc and Boo are of one mind and one heart. And Boo is the wiser. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing. He will tell what he knows. But Minsc, of course, will translate.
Okay, if you insist. Tell me about... Will.
Ah, the great blade of frontiers. A fine name. Minsc has no idea what it means, but it suits young Will's air of mystery well. It is good to know the city did not go unprotected while I wore pigeon droppings on the wide. Jahira did her part, of course, but she prefers to scowl from the shadows. The city needs a name, a face, preferably a furry companion, too.
He has a companion, all right. Her name is Mizora.
Mizora. This is some manner of exotic bird?
She's right behind us. Close. A Cambion, bound to him by an infernal pact.
What? Will, the blade of frontiers of whom I heard, is no man to deal with devils. Boo speaks sense, as ever. There is goodness in Will. We have seen it. If there be a devil on his shoulder, then Minsc and Boo will sit astride the other. He will not be long in coming back to himself, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about Will's privacy here because, number one, he's standing right there, and I think everyone at camp knows too, so hopefully he didn't mind me talking about that. This brings up a little bit of a question I've been wondering about for quite a bit, though. I guess in D&D and in, like, this world we're in, we have things that are... What do you call that? Like the morality alignment? Things like lawful good or chaotic neutral and that kind of thing. How... Well, first of all, does that only exist in a meta sense, or is that a thing that's like actually within the world itself? And then second of all, is it completely not malleable? Like, Minthara should probably be some flavor of evil, but if can she switch? Is she allowed to switch? Oh, I know a good example. Paladins. Paladins are supposed to be like lawful good, right? But then, but she's a paladin. Minthara's a paladin, right? So, yeah, like how malleable is that sort of thing? Is it a label, or is it something that they cannot escape? I'd like to hear your take on someone else. Ooh, you and Karlach must have a lot in common.
Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat, and metal, and some manner of coin-operated device.
Oh, we haven't even put a single coin in. Do they mind? I don't think they'll mind. Gortash sold her to Zariel. He has a lot to answer for.
That he does. And all of the questions that Minsc has to ask are of the pointed and painful kind.
Good answer.
But, for all his betrayings of Karlach, Gortash never for a moment bested her. Karlach remains Karlach. Even if all her parts were traded for tin and scrap, Minsc thinks this would still be so. And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured.
Minsc is so pure. He's actually a really good motivator. I feel motivated listening to him. You should tell Karlach you think so highly of her.
Pah, she knows. A warrior always knows. After all, do you not see the wicked gleam of wisdom in Minsc and Boo's own eyes?
Okay, what about the rest of our companions?
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
You have a lot going on
Minsc is
here.
an open book, with many... Boo is ready with the musings.
Ooh, what's the word on Halsin?
Who is Halsin?
The guy right behind, you know, this guy right here? The huge, muscular elf?
Somehow, such a person as you describe has entirely escaped Minsc's notice.
What?
How strange.
Seriously? The druid, he's hard to miss.
Oh, the tiny, puny elf with leaves in his hair and dirt under his fingernails.
Oh, he's bigger.
His name is Halitosin. How very unfortunate.
Oh. You're both giant hulking do-gooders. I thought you'd get along.
Pah! Minsc saw the druid chasing himself in circles and sniffing his own butt last night. He has spent too long as a wolf and not enough as a man.
Does that bother you?
No, Boo! The druid did not beat Minsc at the arm wrestling. It was not a fair match, and he turned into an owlbear midway through, and there was grease on the tree stump.
Okay, that's rude of Halsin. That is rude. Can I get all your thoughts on our companions in one go?
You will grow to like Jaheira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes?
Jaheira, if you're gonna do that outdoors, okay? It's like smoking.
Minsc is an open
We'd like to
book
keep the
with many
inner
pretty pictures.
places fragrance-free.
Boo is ready with the musings.
What do you make of Minthara?
Ah, well, you have traveled at her side much longer than Minsc and Boo. What is it you feel for her?
I don't really get to say anything else. We're not lovers. We're allies. Nothing more.
Oh, praise the three! So,
Oh.
I will speak freely. Of the drow, I can say only this. She may be treacherous, vicious, and much meaner than she has any need to be, but she is clearly no cleverer than Minsc. She too was duped by the Absolute, and she too seeks vengeance. So long as that is so, Minsc will not judge her.
And Minsc is quite fair.
Boo still will, but quietly.
Minsc is quite fair. Yeah, he's easy to
What
write
is
him
it,
off,
my
but
friend?
he's a nice guy.
Minsc is an open book with many. Boo is ready with the musings.
Why don't you care about Astarion and Gale? And Lizao? What are your thoughts on Shadowheart?
She hangs split between her two sides, like a flipped coin that Boo once ate while it was still in the air. But
In
like
the air?
Boo, after a great struggle within, I think Shadowheart has finally brought that coin to earth.
Oh my god.
She is a Sharin no more, and free of her wretched and evil fellows.
That might be the first and only time I've heard of someone using, well, someone talking about a Sharin going back to believing in Selûne using a hamster shitting out a coin as an analogy. I don't think all the Sharins were evil. Some were just misguided.
Boo says it was perhaps a den of denial rather than a den of evil. Minsc says one thing is very much like the other. Silence and secrecy grow evil just as a cellar grows mushrooms. Big, plump, stinking evil. That is why Minsc always speaks his mind. Loudly!
See, Shar, someone like Shar is seen as evil. What if we one day convince her to stop being evil? Is that a possible thing? Shadowheart can be convinced. Maybe because her faith wasn't strong enough, or because she was originally a Selûnite to begin with. Hard to believe Shadowheart grew up in that place.
My old friend Keldorn told me that the righteous must end their rage when the battle is done. But when Minsc thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle Moon Witch, he wants to kick them in the cloisters.
I think everyone is a witch. We should burn their homes to the ground!
Yes! Burn, says you, and burn, says Boo! So Minsc will burn!
Burn!
We shall set fire to the night itself!
Yeah!
Or perhaps the night is too large to burn. I do not know. But I do know that I am angry!
Yeah! Thank you, Minsc. Wait, is that a bug or are we done? Oh no, leaving is the only one. Oh! Hey, okay, I actually just need you in my party now, and your helmet's back on again. I just took it off. I don't know why you keep doing that.
You will grow to like Jahira's
Follow
incense
me.
in time. Miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend.
Gale can rest.
Boo is at your back. Well, Minsc is.
I love having Gale around, but he's gotta rest sometime too. Okay, Minsc. I threw him some random stuff, but I guess the main thing that we're looking at here is I'm not quite sure what to do about his weapons yet. I know he seems to be good at dex, so I gave him some like dex finesse stuff. But then I also have this duelist's prerogative here. This is the rapier that we got from Laura, the mother of the child who was kidnapped by the hag. And if we use this one, I'm looking at this one here, Withering Cut. If we hit with a melee weapon, we can use a reaction to deal additional necrotic damage. And if we don't have anything in our offhand, then we can also gain an additional reaction per turn. So does that mean that if I just do it like this, take off a shield, then I can attack 3 times then? The main hit, and then 2 reactions in 1 turn? We can try it. Yeah, I do have I have quite a bit of stuff here. We'll see what works out. But I'm a little bit concerned about the heavy armor I've given him. He can wear heavy armor, that's why I'm giving him heavy armor, but the Gloomstalker thing was supposed to be more like a stealth thing, right? But heavy armors are always disadvantaged on stealth checks, so we'll see how that works out. I can summon Boo. Whoa, the freaking ground shook as that happened.
What to do?
Hello, Boo. How are you? Let's adventure and go out into the world now. Why am I too heavy? Oh gosh, what? Oh, the money. Minsc, hold my stuff. I got so much stuff. It's at the point where, because I try to keep the explosives and the potions and the scrolls on myself, and then those things are already like over 100 weight, which is not good. Well, it is what it is. Okay. Well, that was an eventful day. Did you... Oh, see, we weren't here, so he didn't see Mystra. Not sure what realm that was.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra.
She didn't really look like the statue.
Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Your studies of religion don't suffice to tell you more.
No, we've heard enough from Gale. This statue made her look... Well, this statue is much more...
Protectors of Baldur's Gate. Here are this humble...
She was wearing more than that. Okay, today we should probably... Where should we go to? There was that house that was next to the Heapside Strand, next to the fireworks. I think it's this house, right? Don't think I ever finished looking there yet. This is the hole in the graveyard. Not sure there was anything there. Yeah, let's check out this house here.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gordash has got to be paying the mouncing
Oh,
fees.
the lady that fell out the window from the fireworks place has been reduced to a pouch. So sorry to see. None of my problem.
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
And last time we were here, we already discovered that there was a door on the side. Have we still discovered it? No one's coming here?
Someone there? Let's prowl. Simple.
25. No big deal.
Still alive. so that's
And no one's gonna get
progress.
mad at us for going in? Are we allowed in? Philgrave's mansion.
Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Okay. Thought I heard something just now. Portrait. Well, we're clearly not supposed to be in here, so I'm a little bit hesitant too.
So what exactly?
Mystic Carrion. Wait, where's the normal entrance for this house? Oh, this is the one house across from the fireworks. That had a whole bunch of effects going on. Unbeating heart, curdled liver, thoughtless brain, breathless lungs. Hey, I got your stuff. Pretend I saw none of that, and then we'll go check out upstairs first. Whoa, whoa. Oh, another one.
For careful footwork.
Who has the stuff? I think Gale has it. Maybe I gotta go back for it, or maybe they'll just automatically know to pull it from my inventories.
Can't give up now.
Oh. Hi? Hi? I'm just looking around. Please understand. Please, Father Carrion, I beg of you. I just need a little more time to earn back enough to pay your fee. My house was ransacked. I have nothing left. I can hardly put food on the table. So this Carrion guy's a horrible person? Already sounds like it. Evil, evil, evil. Father Carrion, my arse. You're nothing but a scam artist. They say you're a necessary evil if we want to talk to our loved ones, but I say you're just plain evil. As soon as I have evidence enough to report you, you can expect a visit from the Fist. Better yet, the Steel Watch. This Carrion is going around telling people, hey, I can put you in touch with your deceased loved ones, something like that.
It's a friendly-looking shadow.
Time for discretion.
No one's looking?
Quietly.
Come closer, spirit. I have need.
No time to rest.
Oh! Oh my gosh. That guy's getting mad downstairs too. He's yelling at the zombies.
That smell. These corpses aren't the freshest.
Oh. Oh. Philgrave. Who's Philgrave? Oh my gosh.
Softer than a whisper.
Oh! Wow. I don't even know if we'd want to use that kind of coin.
Have done well. You are released.
Okay, this guy's been killing people. Bag of rotten food. The Sacred Defiance. Wait, there is a third floor or no? Does that go down to where that guy is? Let me look around a little more first.
So what exactly did you see?
I don't rightly know, but he was up to no good.
This guy, hi?
You are under my control. Not allowed up. Must go down. Customers downstairs.
Sorry. But he's not insistent on it. Wait, what was that you just did? Sacred Defiance. Affected entity has advantage against the effects of turn undead while near the spellcaster. Spellcaster being that Carrion guy. Good talk.
Not go up. Not safe for clients.
I'm going.
Not go up.
Yes, I'm going, yes.
Not
Yes, yes, let me leave, please. I'm not going up. That way, anyway.
the mind compulsion.
I don't think this goes down. What's going on upstairs that you're trying to hide from me? If this guy's not looking, it'll be fine, right? No.
Not go up.
But he's not very insistent on it. I don't know if I wanna rush. This seems like a bad idea too.
So what exactly did
Not go.
Like he just says it, but then he doesn't stop you.
Not go. Not go. Down.
Rectus?
Hunger. Hunger.
You gonna attack me?
just a dead cat?
Okay, I don't know what I was expecting. They all got mad at me. They being all the dudes up here. Sacred Defiance comes from you? You got the aura. Hey, maybe I'll leave you alone for now if you're gonna get angry. They did say it wasn't gonna be safe, but I don't know if there's a way to like turn these people back. I wouldn't think so, but we'll talk to the owner of the mansion first, or whoever that Carrion guy is. They were so nice to me. They told me 5 times not to go up, but I still went up. Sometimes you just gotta push it.
What exactly did you...
Let's speak to the dude. Oh, maybe via the ladder over here.
You have done well. Or at least
Oh, this is something else. There's another hatch here, downstairs. Okay. Or maybe this is supposed to be a way into the mansion. What the frick? I get why they call it a mansion. Huge for sure. Can't get it. Surprisingly, they don't keep any of the weird corpse stuff in the basement, where the stink doesn't go anywhere else. They keep it on the 3rd floor. They keep it on the 2nd floor.
That might be worth a look.
Oh yeah, there was like a... wasn't there like a pipe or something that we could have come into this place by? And check it out. Can I fit?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Boo! Boo! Yes! Right, right. Oh, okay. I see, I see. What can you do anyway, Boo? You can bite people. You can hide. Ninja Boo. You can jump. Jump! Little Boo, jump! You're so fast. So this hole, right? I'll just go back in there if that's alright.
I've got a long road ahead.
It's another way inside. Were they gonna get mad at me for coming in? The ghouls were fairly amicable. Necrotic resistance. A mummy's memories. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I can't use any of those oils because Welonz isn't holding a weapon. Dimension door. Creepy. Sometimes these pots have stuff in it. A mummy's memories. Some mortals might wonder why a mummy lord would abandon a subterranean crypt where he has abided for several human lifetimes, safely conducting delicate experiments into the very nature of life and its so-called opposite, death, and trade all that for a perilous existence in a ramshackle waterfront house in the cesspit of Baldur's Gate. Some mortals might be morons. An entity of erudition and taste must naturally have a keen appreciation for what the surface world has to offer. The lilt of music and the lyricism of poetry, the cry of seagulls over Grey Harbor at sunset, the touch of a soft, non-decayed hand. You don't need a nose to savor a fine wine. All of these things, and more, I have earned through my dedication to esoteric studies, But all of these things, as well as rare alchemy ingredients, alembics, and ethanors, cost money. A lot of it. Thus my new career as a high-priced and exclusive mystic consultant to the wealthy of the upper city. I have needs, and they will not be denied. Consultant. Consultant to rich people who are trying
A
to...
secret lair in the Undercity ruins. What was Carrion doing there?
Oh, it's the place that we were already at. It's the place where a whole bunch of undead people came back to life to attack me. Because that's where we found the lungs and all that, wasn't it? I think so. He used to live there, but he came here now because he wants a good life. He wants the lavish and luxuries. And he can get that with the rich clients. People looking to talk to the deceased. Doesn't really explain why so many people are dead around here though. And even in that underground lair, wasn't the guy like, oh, he killed me, or something. Oh!
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mystic Carrion. I sent you to like to wander the boundaries between life and death. You have read the necromancy of Thay. Tell me, what brings one of such power into the presence of Mystic Carrion?
Oh, he thinks I'm above him. Oh. Oscar. Trying to think who Oscar is. We must have met him a while ago. Because I don't think we ever got a quest associated with Mystic Carrion stuff. Mystic Carrion? Are you some kind of fortune teller?
I am not.
Now he's angry.
I am a spirit medium. One capable of bridging the void between the living and the unliving. This plane and the next. You possess some aptitude in that regard, but I'm afraid you aren't of the caliber required to be one of my regular clients.
How are your services different from anyone who can cast the Speak of the Dead spell? I'm pretty sure those guys in the lair were like, oh, he killed me. He was offering immortality or something. You must be very selective. Never heard anyone mention you.
My name is known to those who matter. So is my discretion. The living hold such superstition about communing with the dead. As such, my patrons prefer to use my services in the strictest confidence.
Or is it because they died? And what do these services involve?
Whatever the customer desires. Or at least, whatever they can afford. Each brings their own desperation. Some crave a word of solace. Some wish to see, to summon, to torment. I provide for them all, according to their merit. You are not deserving of such a gift. Unless you've some other purpose here, our consultation is at an end.
He was so nice when he realized I read the necromancy, and then the moment I pissed him off, he's all sassy. I came to discuss your client, Oscar. He's been possessed.
The painter. Yes, I remember.
Oh,
he
what?
wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra.
Do you mean the guy who was kidnapped by the Zentarim? Who was like we rescued him from the Zentarim, and then he's like, oh yeah, find me in Baldur's Gate. We haven't seen him yet, right? He's possessed? Should I have seen him by now already? He wanted to contact the tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired. But now he's been possessed. By the spirit he wants to contact? Who was he trying to contact?
My clients are guaranteed absolute privacy in their consultations with myself and my spirits. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me.
You want me to find your lungs and stuff? What kind of service?
Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrumbo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper.
We've seen this name before. Thrumbo is isn't that the zombie guy who was hiding in the closet? On the other side of the beach? First, tell me why you ran.
It's quite simple. He resented having to work for a living. The undead can be rather lazy in that regard. He was always a simple, contented creature, a beggar to the bone. Perhaps he has forgotten how ungenerous the world can be, or simply prefers to live in the gutter. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his.
Is that why there's been so many zombies wandering around? Because you've been reanimating people? Baldur's Gate's a big city. A name's not much to go on.
Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrumbo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them.
And we must have come across some of them in finding this guy, because there was one that was right at the Baldur's Gate. No, I mean the entrance to Baldur's Gate. The guy who was like, hey, I'll let you punch me if you give me gold. I need time to think about this.
A simple errand seems no price at all for the soul of your artist friend. Take time to consider my offer. If that is what you require, I'm sure Oscar has plenty to spare.
I don't like being threatened, Mr. Guy. This guy seems a little bit dangerous, and I don't know, that Thrumbo guy didn't seem like a bad guy. We didn't really talk to him, so I'm a little bit hesitant to give him back to this dude here. Mummy Lord. Huddled in their sarcophagi like sickly penitents, mummy lords creep out to protect their tombs, their crumbling rags host to fierce ancient fists and skin crawling with curses. If killed while his heart is intact, he will rise again the next day. Vulnerable to fire damage while his liver is intact. Oh, not vulnerable, not vulnerable. Can't be surprised while his brain is intact. Can't be silenced while his lungs are intact. Oh, it seems like we're not trying to bring back those things. Maybe we want to destroy it so that we can kill him. If that's something we want to do. Wait though, I don't think I've seen Oscar yet. I feel like we should go find Oscar first before continuing more on this. I know where Thrumbo is. I want to talk to him first, maybe.
need of you.
Hello.
Not food, client.
This guy seems bigger than normal. Different kind of... Oh, a ghast! Orcus, god of undeath, creates ghasts by infusing ghouls with a particularly baleful dosage of his abyssal energy. Where a ghoul is little more than a savage beast, a ghast is cunning and can inspire a pack of ghouls to obey its commands. This is very different from a ghast from Minecraft.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom.
Scroll of enemy dead. Can I have this? Thank you.
Probably just a dead cat.
There are souls floating everywhere, right? This guy's... that's the soul. Whenever one of our party members dies.
Come closer, spirits. I have need of you.
There's that guy that was looking. Maybe we can get someone to like
The
look...
city reeks of evil.
Disobey.
Or perhaps Boo just needs to bathe.
get him to turn around a little
A
bit.
lot on my mind. And, well...
He didn't turn around. And we can't... we can't drop the curtains. Oh, he immediately turns back around.
I'll never believe this.
Sit on your chair. Okay. We could just pick up the entire thing. I'll leave it alone for now.
You have done well.
I think we should find Oscar first, but we can talk to Thrumbo and maybe get his side of the story. I'm pretty sure he was right across. And that layer that I know we read some stuff there about something about immortality, and then I very distinctly remember we spoke with the dead, and the guy was like, "The carrion killed me!"
Not to mention the parchment quality of the gazette.
He really didn't wander too far then, huh? If he's still even here.
Minsc, please, slow down. Use your words.
Minsc has thought of how you might be a more virtuous vampire. Feast on fish instead. They are made of naught but neck.
It's a sweet thought, but, fish just doesn't have the flavor of full-blooded red meat.
What about hamsters?
No, you do not agree, Boo. I told you you have been spending far too much time around the pain.
This is a really big hamster. Like for a hamster, that's a really big... It's like a little... It's bigger than a guinea pig, right? Miniature space hamster. Hi, Thrumbo.
I told you already. This spot's taken.
Hello, Thrumbo. Mystic Carrion's told me all about you.
Mystic Carrion. You're working for him?
No?
Oh no. No. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me.
Why?
You've met him. How can you need more justification than that?
True.
He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I looked back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed.
This has something to do with all of his body parts being elsewhere. Like, you can't kill him unless if you get the main thing. Oh, that's horrible. Alright, I'll help you. What can I do?
We'd have to stop him resurrecting somehow. But I don't know how. Since Talus died, I've been watching Carrion, trying to figure out his secret, and I think he's a mummy lord.
Oops, learned it a little too early. And mummy lord is?
It's an ancient, evil being who refused to die, who cannot die. I used to hear about them in stories, and I can't think of another explanation. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
I do have the jar. Oh! Oh, I don't have all the jars. I don't have all the jars. Because one of them is in you. I already found his lair. The jar you saw, he hid it inside your body.
What? His rotten heart was inside of me this whole time. Get it out. I have to get it out.
Wait. Oh! Oh! Oh, he just barfed it! Damn, you could have done that the whole time. Well, don't mind if I do. Dan, you feeling alright?
That slimy bastard. He hid it in me the whole time. Please, take that foul thing and grind it to dust.
I vaguely remember having read something like that, but because we found that place before we got the quest, it wasn't like a oh kind of moment. Yeah, Mystic Carrion's unbeating heart. We can destroy him right now, but if we destroy him, how are we gonna solve the Oscar problem? The Oscar problem that I don't really have a good grasp on right now. Maybe we'll continue. Do I just have to destroy the heart, or do I have to destroy the other stuff too? I think we examined earlier. I think the heart is the only one that's the crucial thing for keeping him dead. The other stuff is good for just killing him easier, I think. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll look around Baldur's Gate a little bit more, maybe until we find Oscar, and then we'll figure out what to do here. I can't believe he didn't realize there was an entire jar inside him this whole time, though. Well, where are we now? Yeah, we could go up and... there's the Diabolus Hellsick. That thing going on. Did you wanna... Oh, we could probably take Minsc to Jaheira's house and let the kids see him, right? Because I think they know him. Maybe what we'll do right now is... Oh, there's something here as well. A cache. Okay, let me have a think here. Is there any place we can walk to? Free the artist. Look for Oscar in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. If we knew where he is right now, then I could go find him, but I don't. I don't. Some of the stuff we do know. The steel watch is here, apparently. Well, what about how last time we were trying to, like, walk outside the cargo place and then we got to the docks? Maybe I'll start walking from the docks just to continue off of where we stopped from last time.
The bibliophile.
Have we been here before? I don't think so. No one will publish me. My friend, tragedy has struck. Remember the invitation you wrangled for me to visit Volo's salon? The moment I saw him, I couldn't help but fall to my knees, speechless before such a great man. As I babbled like a fool, all of his writerly friends poked jibes at me, until I felt forced to flee for shame. Now all of the literary gate is mocking me, before I've even published a single story. I fear no one shall ever publish me now. Whatever should I do? Volo, that was that bard guy, right? We never saw him again, he just sort of ran away from us. That's kind of rude. I mean, he's idolizing Volo. Why are you guys making fun of him for that? That's so weird. Weird writers. Rare book request. Is there any chance you have in stock Legendary Men, the Girdle of Masculinity? I've been looking for this account for a long time, but so many poke fun when I ask after it. I'm convinced the girdle isn't a myth, and I intend to don it myself when I find it one day. Any other texts mentioning the relic would make my day. Good luck with that. Hello? Oh, I think we've been here before. Oh, it's just that I forgot to read their mailbox, I think.
Back again?
Yeah.
I know a reader when I see one. What'll it be?
I'm good, sorry, I just forgot to invade your privacy the first time around, that's all. And speaking of which, maybe I can invade it again. Oh!
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Why did she immediately turn around to look at me the moment I started crouching? Yeah, like that's... Just wanted to look here. Whoa! 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 Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Live music at the Singing Lute. They sing for their supper while you eat yours.
That kind of makes me lose my appetite a bit. Don't bring reality back into all this. That symbol, it's not quite the absolute symbol, just some random graffiti maybe. Yeah, there was that one restaurant. Right, the restaurant right outside the counting house that I hadn't looked at yet. We can start here.
That was a bad idea.
Crumpled letter. Hank, troop rehearsal is next 10 day. Don't be late or you're out. Agamid. Troop. The live music troupe? Why are they sending it to this place?
Join us at the famous Singing Lute basement bar. Good ale for good coin. All welcome.
Basement. It's a basement bar. Oh, this is someone's home.
Henk House. Keep out.
Does he live above the bar? The bartender lives above the bar. Hopefully no one's gonna look here too deeply. Hello? I'm just looking, okay? I'm not here to steal some hard-working man's money. Oh my god. Oh, we don't have this one. We don't have the... Oh.
I just want a little look.
Oh, it's someone looking through the windows, I think. I mean, we don't have that one. I kind of want... No one even knows I stole it. I sent it to camp. How would you know? Got a pretty nice sofa here. Even though your room is a little bit small. Alright, what you got? Moxie Mixology Manual. A modest guide to Sword Coast wine. That I... Am I allowed to read it? I'm not allowed to read it. No wine for me, apparently. And it's right next to the window too, so it's kind of hard for me to look at. Lyrical draft. My heart's an empty vase, looking for roses, looking for posies and pansies, a little color. Brighten up my day, won't you? Brighten up my day, won't you? Let your little petals fall in my clear glass heart. I hope that's just fictional. Doesn't seem like there's much else here unless if I...
Just out of view.
Nice clothes, nice clothes.
What do we have here?
But that's it? Okay. Just leave the bartender alone. He's just trying to make a living here. Is that a freaking... I thought that was a bird's nest for a second. Okay, the actual bar is downstairs. Around the corner here.
Drink up at the Singing Lute. Local brews and specialty imports available.
Wine. Oh, look, there's a couple here. Sorry for disturbing. Am I allowed to disturb you?
You'll have to excuse us. My darling and I are enjoying the view of the city.
Oh.
Gods, I can't stand this place. Get me out of here.
One of them is not enjoying it that much.
Pardon? You're bothering my darling.
Sorry. I'm going now. You enjoying the view, miss?
Shove off, soldier. You're not my type.
You can kind of tell the people at this singing lute are a little bit higher end than the blushing mermaid.
Still here? Hit the bricks, I'm not looking for company.
They think I'm some sleazy person trying to hit on them and whatnot. I'm just looking around.
The singing lute.
Hello, basement bar. It's a very small location here. Ooh, tender hang. Oh, the owner of the home. Hello.
Running around all over my tavern.
That's no way to talk to a paying customer.
The bleeder.
I don't know what that means. Can I get something to drink?
Do it yourself.
Wow. What kind of a business attitude is that? Got some camp supplies here, but I'm good, I think. Thank you, but no thank you. Do you want Valeria's spare pipe? You know what? I really don't think she needs it back. That doesn't... I just don't like that it's clogging up Astarian's inventory, but it doesn't really... Oh. I don't think we can wear that, right? Could we have? No, you can! Oh, well, maybe fashion show number 2 incoming sometime. Oh, there's actually not too much going on in here in this specific bar then. Thought it would be another big thing, but not really. Or maybe there's more here. There's a man up here.
Hey, mate, you look pretty well geared up. Could you spare a healing potion?
You're a Flaming Fist officer. Can't you get one from your quartermaster?
My problem isn't exactly official business. I expect to get beaten up by some thugs hired by Hulbert Hune.
Hune, I think, was one of the names on that bloody parchment. Hulbert Hune must be rich if they can afford to hire thugs to attack a Flaming Fist.
So rich they piss in golden pots. Or at least that's what Henrietta tells me. She's Hulbert's daughter. We was engaged, secretly, but now it seems she's set to marry Dirk Rillin. I tried to see Hen, but Papa had other ideas.
Is this related to the people that were at the Blushing Mermaid? The dad and that daughter? Hmm. Why don't you get some of those other fists to back you up against the thugs?
Have you got bugs in your head? The fists don't mess with wealthy patriarchs. They've got the watch to back them up. And nowadays, the watch comes in a steel variety, in case you haven't noticed. I'll take my lumps.
I'm deeply moved by your plight, Manip. Accept this healing potion, and the best of luck to you.
Ah, my favourite flavour too. Thanks, mate. Don't fall for any patriarch's daughters.
I don't know if he was just bullshitting, but hey, health potion, I can give away one.
Hello again. Still got me head on my shoulders.
I can't really help you in any way. It's just a thing. Sorry. Potion's the best of what I can do. Right, we saw this sign last time.
Reservations open for dinner tonight. For a meal that will warm your Baldurian soul. The singing lute.
Kitchen closed?
The singing lute. Kitchen closed during the day. Come back for dinner.
Is it ever open? More food, please. I dined in your fine establishment the other day and I just wanted to say, incredible. Top-notch nosh. Why on earth do you only open in the evenings? Is your chef a vampire or something? If so, get the ladder last some curtains for the kitchen and have them serve up more grub. I would gladly stop by every day for lunch if your kitchen would only be open. That's a nice compliment. But we can't really explore during the day though, or during the night, so we'll never be able to get served.
This calls for careful.
Doesn't mean I can't sneak in. Doesn't mean there's anything inside though. Maybe also no. It's just a kitchen. I'm sure the fist won't get mad at me. I gave you a potion after all. No, don't steal their... Give that back. Unidentifiable bits of food are drawn into the spigot affixed to this large pot. You can have it back.
You moron! We could be fired for this.
Just food here? Huh. I mean, I kind of want the camp supplies. I feel like usually every single establishment, a house, has a purpose. And the singing lute feels like it's just a house so far, so I'm a little bit suspicious that we're missing something. Maybe if we come back later on, or maybe if we solve a problem for the manip.